Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first Halloween tutorial of the season. It is a spooky pumpkin look, so let's jump right in and get started. So I'm going to be using an old Morphe palette. I can't remember what palette this is exactly, but I am going to be using a couple of orange shades in this palette specifically. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to begin sketching out the lines for this spooky pumpkin. So I'm using the lighter orange shades to do that and just a fluffy brush just so that I can get the initial outlines going. So I'm going to create those initial lines and then we'll begin to follow up with the next few steps. So just so y'all know, I am using a video for reference. I'll definitely link it below. But what I love about these kinds of looks is that yes, it's cool to have a reference, but you don't have to necessarily create the same exact look. I love with Halloween looks, you can always put your own sauce on it, tweak it a little bit just so that it becomes your own. So I'm going to be finishing up with the orange, I guess sketching you can say for the most part. And I'm just really creating the initial shapes that I am going to use for this look specifically. Next up, I'm going to take that same orange shade and I'm just going to begin the eye area as well. So I'm just really blowing out this orange eyeshadow into the crease area, and I'm also going to connect it to my lower lash line as well. Now this does not have to be perfect. We want it to look as blown out as possible, only because it's just going to really tie into the remainder of the look later. Next up, I'm going to take that red orange kind of shade and I'm just going to go on top of the initial orange shadow that we already have, just to really give this some depth, some dimension, and just really enhance that color altogether. So I'm going to take another brush and I'm just going to follow the initial lines that I had with the original placement of that orange shadow, just like I said, to really give this look some depth and dimension and just really strengthen those initial lines. Next up, I'm going to take my Sigma Beauty gel liner in the shade Wicked. This is like the perfect black liner, gel liner. Now I'm going to begin creating the lines for this spooky pumpkin look, and it's really going to start tying things together so you guys can see the vision for the most part. So I'm going to take, I believe this is an eyeliner brush that I'm using to do this. And what I'm doing now is just creating those lines that you would, of course, see like on a pumpkin. And I'm just going to begin going on top of those orange shadows that I've already laid down. And as I get closer to the jaw area in particular, you're really going to start to see this come together. Like, it's not just a bunch of weird orange shadow lines on the face, but this liner is really going to help really, I'm trying to think of the proper word, just really create the defined lines that you see on a pumpkin, and it's really going to start bringing everything together. So just keep watching. Now I'm going to use the Schwing liner from the Balm, and now I'm going to begin creating the actual teeth for this look. So pretty much I think like teeth are always, in my opinion, is pretty easy. You're just kind of following the shape of your lips for one, but also your teeth as well. It just really helps to make it a lot easier. And I'm just going to create those like fine strokes for the most part, especially on the bottom lip, because of course bottom row teeth are usually smaller. And I'm really gonna do this in the front and where those two orange pieces are on the side, and I'm just gonna fill that in with teeth. You're gonna see in the next clip here how everything looks once it's brought together. So I'm just gonna finish up creating the teeth in this part, and then we're gonna begin the next steps. All right, so our teeth are created. Now I'm going back into that original orange shade, and I'm just creating like a cheek situation, like when I smile, just to really make this look a little spookier, but also go with the lines or the contour of my face shape as well. Then I'm gonna go back into my Sigma eyeliner and just sketch in or fill in those black lines as well. And I like now that you can see the shape starting to come together, but the next couple of steps are gonna be key for this look. So now I'm gonna take another orange eyeshadow, and I'm just going right back into my eye area, and I'm just, like I said, blowing out that original orange shadow that we had. And I'm gonna smoke out that lower lash line as well. This is just for our base because it's really gonna tie things together. Now I'm gonna go into my Sigma gel liner, and I'm taking that same pencil that I used to create the lines on the face, and I'm now creating this pumpkin or jack-o'-lantern style eyeshadow shape for the most part. So I'm just creating the initial sketch with this tiny eyeliner brush, and then I'm gonna fill that in with the Sigma gel liner. So now I'm going back into the original orange shade on that same brush, and I'm just filling in the mouth area with some of that orange color as well. And I like how everything is starting to come together. Like, guys, there is a method to the madness. I'm not just creating lines and shapes on my face. It's coming together. Slowly but surely. So I took that original orange shade, and now what I'm doing is I'm taking a pencil brush and I'm taking that red orange shade. Now I am going on top of those lines that I have created for the teeth, but while I'm using that red orange shade, it's also smoking out or smudging the gel liner. And once I saw that happening, I really started going in with the smudging, only because I really felt that for this look, a lot of the gel liner looked better smudged than in perfectly defined lines. So I feel like it just adds a little more character, and it just really makes it look a little spookier altogether. So like I said, I'm taking that red orange eyeshadow shade, and I'm adding that red orange color into the look, but also smudging the gel liner as well at the same time simultaneously. So bomb. All right, so now I'm going in with another brush and I'm adding some of that red orange shade to the look. I did a lot of smudging with the gel liner, so now I really just want to go back in and add some color to make sure it's still visible and it's still popping through. I did also add some of the original orange shade as well because this is a pumpkin look, so we just want to tie all of these shades in together. Next up, I'm going back into the mouth area with a little bit of my Sigma gel liner, and I'm just really enhancing the mouth area, the lips specifically, and just adding some of that black color, only because I feel like with these kinds of looks, anything dealing with like skeletons and teeth, having a little bit of that black color on the lips just really brings things together. I did add lashes off camera. And I did create a nose, however, I didn't like the orange color of this one, so I'm just filling it in with that black gel liner to really just bring the spooky look together. It is Halloween, guys, so we're just gonna really tie this in together and shade in that nose. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for this spooky pumpkin look. I really hope that you all enjoyed. This is my first look of spooky season this year. Please do not kill me. I'm super behind, but I'm working on these tutorials for you all. There is a playlist with other Halloween looks that I have done from last year mostly, so check that out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.